Hey, Jim. And that's why I'm not there.
Future link.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, John. You're gonna have to turn down your volume, Jennifer.
There's that wonderful sound again.
Yeah, I didn't show up there because I didn't want that.
Maybe you turn your volume up and I turn mine down. Can everybody hear me?
Yep, echo, but yep. I know it's aliens. That's what it is.
I'll just unmute when I want to talk.
I can't tell who's at City Hall. Is Bob at City Hall?
Just Jim, I think.
Okay. Jennifer, you want me to start the meeting?
Yes, please.
Oh, now I can see the front table there. Where I can see people. Okay. And Lane's not there, is he?
Yes, sir, he is here.
Is he? Question, Lane, we can change the order of the agenda so we can go ahead and get officers, can't we?
Yes, sir, we can.
All righty. Then if everybody's ready, is everybody okay with me leading off the meeting? Thumbs up? Okay. Okay, I'll call the meeting to order. The time is 6:32. And let the record show that there is a quorum present. And if there is no objection, I'd like to move down to item number 4, consider and take action necessary regarding officers. Since we are kind of doing this by the fly without having one here tonight. Is everybody okay with that? If so, please indicate by a thumbs up. Okay. I will take nominations for chair.
I nominate John Spees.
I would second that.
Okay, we've got a nomination and a second. Are there any other nominations? And does anybody know if Bob chooses, would like to be chair?
I've not spoken with Bob.
Okay. Second chance for any other nominations? Hearing none, vote. All in favor, say aye or raise your thumb. Opposed? Please let the record show that I'm abstaining from the vote. I appreciate the trust. A vice chair, nominations are open for a vice chair. Hearing none, I'll nominate Bob because he's been on this committee the longest and knows a whole lot more than any of the rest of us about this? Are there any other nominations? Second for nominations?
I would second that, yes.
Okay. I hear no other nominations. Vote for Bob for vice chair. Signify by thumbs up. Opposed? Any abstentions? All righty. Action carries. We'll move back to public hearing. I hear something. What did I hear? Is somebody trying to say anything? Okay. If not, we're at the public hearing. Conduct a public hearing to consider testimony on request of the owner agent of approximately 39.875 acre tract of land to rezone from ag to manufacture industrial for industrial use contingent upon providing or pending annexation of property into the city limits. The property is legally described as a tract of land situated in the William Krager Survey, abstract number 201, Grayson County, Texas, also situated in the William Krager Survey, abstract number 164 in the North NH Haney Survey, abstract number 431, Collin County, Texas, and generally located north of County Road 377 and east of the Dallas Area Rapid Transit Railroad. I had eye surgery this morning, so I wasn't sure I was gonna be able to see that. Okay. Jennifer, do we have anybody wishing to address this tonight?
We do have a few people here at City Hall that may want to speak.
Okay. And do we have an owner representative that would like to get up and speak first?
You want to speak first?
The floor recognizes Rodney Williams.
Yeah, we are thanking Robert, Van Alstine Economic Development Corporation.
Rodney, we're not able to hear you at all, and I don't know what the answer is to this. Everybody needs to mute except for Rodney. Let's try it, Rodney.
Keep it in mind.
You wanna-
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Okay, thank you. Rodney Williams, Van Alstine Economic Development Corporation. We are requesting rezoning for 39.875 acre tract of land from agricultural to manufacturing industrial district heavy in I-2. This will basically be phase 2 of our Cold Springs Industrial Park. And I will take any questions you may have. Currently, just so you know, we've had one public hearing for annexation with City Council. The final public hearing and vote will be on September 8th.
Okay. Anybody from the public that would like to address this issue? Jennifer, would you recognize any audience member that would like to address?
Could you,
I'd just like to know, what was the purchasing price on the almost 40 acres, and what's the price to clean up, people cleaning food for?
We can't answer questions during the public hearing. We can only listen to your comments.
Repeat the question. The question was the purchase price for the 40 acres. 1.2 million for the 40 acres.
I'm going to call point of order. In this public hearing, we can only take information from the public. We're not providing information, please. Is that correct, Lane?
I don't really understand what you said. Are they saying they don't want to disclose it?
I guess I'm not actually allowed to answer questions, I'm sorry.
They're taking input from you, they're not answering questions back. If you have questions, you can ask them, and then they can get back to you in a different format. They're just looking for input right now.
Okay. So they're not going to disclose any prices.
They're not gonna respond to answers, because the commission probably doesn't even know.
We don't know.
Okay. When did somebody know?
You can fill out a request, public request for Open Records Act, and you can get that information at that point.
Does anybody just have to go to the tax office to find out?
Or-
Find out what information you need to know this?
It sounds like you guys are having a good conversation there, but you know, the board can't hear most of you, what you're saying, so we can't.
Do you have any input other than request from service?
No, it's frozen.
And if that comes into consideration, the letters that we wrote. And I'd like to know what kind of account. That's what I'd like.
We are that are remote are having a very, very difficult time hearing this conversation.
Well, we're sorry. We're trying to relay the questions.
I'm gonna say whoever was in there needs to probably everybody needs to turn their speakers off, so
I
you don't
don't
get the
think,
feedback.
How many letters of opposition and support did they receive?
So we had a question from a citizen here asking if the letters, the responses that were returned would be considered. So we did have a letter from Alta Whitley opposed to the request, and she provided a statement. The statement says that according to the article, the purchase of land will enable expansion of the park from 3130 to County Road 377. This will allow businesses to have quicker access to Highway 475. Not knowing what type of manufacturing is coming, I'm afraid this will create higher traffic in front of my home. The more traffic would mean bigger trucks, 18-wheelers, et cetera, loud and heavy equipment. These types of vehicles will tear up the road in front of her home on 377. The road is not constructed to handle this type of traffic and vehicles. The road would need to be widened. Has the county been contacted and had any input as far as fixing the road? Depending on what type of manufacturer is coming, it would or could depreciate property value. She does not want manufacturing within 200 feet of her property due to noise, big trucks, loud equipment, possible fumes, and smoke. Big concern is not knowing the type of manufacturing. As she says, I have seen Foxworth burn twice and it was close to her home. If we zone an annex within 200 feet of my property, this means the buildings would be at my back door. I've already had one burnout and I don't want another. I've lived at my current property for 54 years and have enjoyed the peace and quiet. This would mean no more peace and quiet. I've asked the EDC board, would you want this to be at your back door for your children and grandchildren? We had 2 other written responses returned. No detail as to why, but there is opposition from Mr. Doyle Burke and Martin Alonso. Not in your packet, but we also received via email today a letter in support from LaCour with no further detail or reasoning for the support.
thank you. Is there any other input from the community?
I'm sorry, Dr. Spies, can you repeat that?
Is there anybody else in the audience that would like to address the commission?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll give one more opportunity for anybody in the audience that would like to address the commission.
And I'll just state for the record, we have no one attending online via Zoom.
Thank you very much. With that, I'll consider the public hearing closed, and we'll move along to the items for consideration. And first item for consideration is the action on the land as described in the public hearing. I will not read all that again since y'all heard it the first time. So commissioners, questions, comments?
I have a question for Rodney. Wondering, I don't know who may have been making offers on this, on any of this property, but are there any restrictions on what sort of industry or businesses that you would be interested in selling to?
The question correctly.
Wait a second.
Rodney, can you go to Jennifer's?
Go, you can go ahead. Yeah.
So if I understand the question correctly, are there any restrictions on types of businesses that can go in there?
Yes,
Is that the question?
that's the question.
Okay, great. Yeah, so we have title restrictions. So the covenants from our original purchase state that we specifically excludes concrete batch plants. So our general idea is that we're going to do more clean manufacturing. Don't know, I mean, it's so new, we don't have anybody into any land deals yet, but the only thing restricted so far are the dirtier plants. Again, concrete batch plants, that sort of thing.
Okay, and our city zone ordinances, if this is brought into the city, would be in play also. So they would be restricted by the zoning ordinances.
Yes, sir, we would comply with MI2, yes.
Any other questions from the commissioners?
Yes.
I would like to ask some of the questions that were asked in the letter that we received from the citizen. What is the plans for road infrastructure, and where will the roads from the industrial park, will there be another exit coming out of the industrial park?
Yes. Yeah, the road will
City
connect with the
staff or
current-
Rodney?
I'm sorry, the road will connect with the current road and feed over to 377. So there will be two ingress and egress points to Cold Springs Industrial Park Phase 1 and Phase 2.
We're getting about every fifth word.
Yes, short answer, the road will connect from our current road to FM 377. So there will be two ingress egress points, one on 3133 and one at 377, just past the railroad.
Rodney, we're gonna need something fixed. Are the rest of the commissioners having the same problem I am?
I was able to hear what he said, I believe.
Randy, are you able to hear?
Yes, I heard him loud and clear.
Commissioners, is it just me or is it everybody having issues?
I think it's just you, John.
I noticed that it appeared that maybe Mike was trying to say something. However, he's muted, I think.
Yeah, I was just curious. He said 377, but what other streets? I don't see, looking at the map that we were provided, I don't see where the other street is and where it would come out.
That's probably, that's all that they.
Yeah, I mean, the original entrance is on 3133. And currently there is not a road there, but the road will go through the middle of that 39.875 acres and exit just to the east of the railroad track on 377.
So the plan is to extend Industrial Parkway through the 39 acres down to County Road 377, correct?
Rodney, is there any plan to have an entrance on Highway 5?
No, sir. Well, we don't own the land to the west of the railroad track, for one. We don't have the easements. It would have to cross over the tracks.
I don't know if anybody can hear me. I cannot hear a thing.
Short answer, no. There's nothing planned off Highway 5.
The timing of this, how does that coincide with the expansion to County Line Road for the bypass?
Yes, it does. No time. It does meet the Grayson County Master Thoroughfare Plan with the bypass. Takes 5 up Industrial Park Road and then around about the lane. Can you hear me?
No.
Very muffled.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't hear a thing.
Leave your phone and then come back over.
Goodness.
A couple of years ago, the city adopted the Grayson County Master Thoroughfare Plan, which has the bypass coming off 5 and going up the alignment of Industrial Park Road and the extension of County Line Road, which becomes 377 on the east side of Highway 5. That is also a proposed 6-lane thoroughfare. So that this southern portion that hits 377 is right at the confluence of where all those roadways are scheduled to meet. There is no timing on any of that, building any of that at this point, though.
Jennifer, if you can hear me, I just sent you an email with my phone number. Would you please call it?
Hey, Rodney, any reason why MI2 instead of MI1?
I'm just to get some more leniency in who comes in, but no specific reason, no, sir. It wasn't targeted to any specific manufacturer. But with MI2, we can do anything in MI1, so that was the thing I'll continue.
And the rest of the industrial park is MI2.
Yeah.
804, 9234.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can the rest of the commissioners hear, or just me, or?
I believe it was just you.
All righty, and I'm joining by phone, if that's all right. Where are we in the process here?
We've just talked about connecting the connection of Industrial Parkway to 377.
to 377, and then it is in compliance with the Grayson County Master Thoroughfare Plan that was adopted by the city about 2 years ago. And basically what's going to happen is Industrial Park Road becomes the 6-lane thoroughfare north-south that bypasses downtown, ties into Highway 5. There is no schedule. Yeah.
Get it away.
Yeah. And that, but there is no, that is just the thoroughfare plan. There is no schedule for construction on any of those roadways at this point.
Commissioners, are there any other?
Going back to the question on traffic, large trucks, whatever deliveries and such, is most of that traffic expected to go up County Line Road or the other? Will there be any kind of limitations based on the residences there, or how's that going to work? Ingress and egress.
Now there is, I mean, the route is there, but there are no plans to build the road to 377 for the foreseeable future. So everything will go out 3133, kind of like Foxworth does right now in LaCour. You'll see the plat when the roadway is designed and things like that. And at that point, we'll definitely have to have a plan to upgrade 377 at that point and get across the railroad and tie into County Line Road. But right now, that's not, we're doing the preliminary alignments on it, but there is no user or need to build that road for the foreseeable future.
Any other questions? Is there a motion?
I'm going to ask one more time. Is there a motion for or against this?
I would make a motion to rezone from agricultural to manufacturing industrial district -heavy MI-2 for industrial uses, contingent on annexation of the property into the city limits.
Okay, there's a motion on the table. Is there a second?
I would second that, but I think I'd probably like to see some sort of traffic analysis on what kind of traffic they're expecting. I know that's kind of hard to do since you don't know what's going in there, but going back to the people's complaint about additional trucks and everything else, it'd be nice to see what the impact is for the roads as they are now.
Okay, we've got a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion?
Doctor, did Mike make a second, or was his second contingent on seeing an analysis of what the roadway was going to look like?
I think I heard it that it was a second, but he would like to see in the future of traffic analysis. Is that what I heard, Mike?
Yep, that's what you heard.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments, concerns? If not, it's time for a vote. All in favor signify by raising their hand, please. Okay, any opposed? Let the record show it passed unanimously. And with that, we've already addressed action item number 4. So I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
Second.
Okay, got a motion second. All in favor, please signify by raising their hand. Meeting adjourned at 6:59. Thank y'all.
Thank you.